Hi, my name is Gabriela Garcia, and today in this video we are going to talk a little bit about history. This photo is going to be the basis of what I'm going to talk about in this video. This is a photo that I like so much because it represents a very huge change in our history. The photo was taken the 14th of December of 1918, the first time the woman was able to vote in England. But actually, this was not the first time the woman voted. The first country that decided to approve the woman vote was New Zealand in 1893. But the photo of England means a lot to the world. This law was approved the same year when the First World War ended. After the Big War, the United Kingdom was left with many losses, and this aspect made a huge change in the England society, transforming into a more egalitarian and equitable society, considering the thoughts of the 20th century obviously, which helped a lot to get this law passed. The reason to approve the law was in honor of all the women that helped in the world, working with the army as cooks or nurses, so the women who helped to move the economy in the world, especially as farmers or other jobs that men couldn't do because they were called to the army to fight in the war. Although only women over 30 could vote while men could vote from 21, it meant a big change in international field. Although England had suffered a lot in the world, it was still a world power nation. In addition, was one of the founding countries of the United Nations, so it was the first world power to make a change as important as this, and was an inspiration for many other countries and power nations. Maybe that's why years later we see an increment in the nations that approved the female vote. For example, Germany in 1919, United States in 1920, Ecuador in 1929, that was the first Latin American country who approved the female vote. Also, in 1928, the vote in England was extended to all women over 21 years old. And Spain in 1931, France in 1946, Colombia in 1954, and so many other countries. As a fun and a little disappointed fact, in 2015 was to approve the participation as candidate of the woman and the female vote in Saudi Arabia just 5 years ago. The female vote was so important for made a change in our future. The importance of the women's suffrage made a change in the perception of the woman role in the society. The vote allows to change the idea that women were able just for make the work of the home or the family, because we are able to make so much more. Actually, the vote means that the woman has a voice and has an opinion that should be listened in the same way that man's opinion is heard. Nowadays, in the 21st century, all the world know the women are so capable. We have come a long way. We have women working in all fields of knowledge, doing amazing job. For example, women working as engineering in the NASA, in investigation in important universities, as a directors of hospitals, and obviously recently in politics we have the first woman vice president of the first world potency, the United States, Kamala Harris. And in Colombia recently we have the first woman mayor in our country, Claudia Lopez, and recently the first vice president woman, Marta Lucía Ramírez. As an important fact, the last 20 years the number of women who study medicine has increased from 6 up to 50%, and in many faculties the majority of students are women, which is a great achievement considering that in a while ago women could not aspire to finish high school, less to have a professional career. So it was a large process, but we continue in it in order to achieve more equality in wages, in the possibility of occupying positions of greater importance in all fields, in politics, in investigation, science, and also respect, justice, etc. So now to the end of the video, and as a conclusion, why is history important? Seeing this photograph, the one with we start video, help us understand from where we start and where we're going. It makes us remember everything we had to do to achieve what we have today. For me, personal, it makes me feel like two strong emotions. First, it makes me feel so proud that every time I go to exercise my right to vote or even go to classes at the university, it's not an extraordinary event, it's part of our daily life. And also, I feel so grateful for all the women who fought for what we have today. So, what do you feel about history?